Guys, welcome back to the channel, and for this one I wanted to give you guys a bit of a review on the third Inhuman character that I decided to work on, and that is Moon Girl. Now, my reason for picking Moon Girl as my third character to work on from the special missions is because I thought her kit looked really fun. Like, I love how all her little skills animate really nicely, and on top of that, she has the Devil Dinosaur. So it's a constant summon that's going to be out attacking enemies, running through them, biting them up, and doing all kinds of really cool stuff. So I was like, okay, I'll work on her since I'm not really in a rush to get Maximus or Karnak. So I decided to work on her, and her leadership is actually really good because, as you guys can see, it increases all attacks by 36%. And that's really good because majority of the 36% attack boosting leaderships that we've seen so far in the game have all been in the universal class. So it's nice to see them branching out into other classes as well, because this is a really good leadership for the simple fact that it allows teams like these to be possible. So teams where you have a combat character, a freaking speed character, and a blast character, and all of them are getting a boost to their attack power. Or this team right here, for example, where you have Iron Fist, who's a combat type that deals energy damage, Proxima, who's a universal type that deals energy damage, and Moon Girl, who's a blast type that deals physical damage. All three of these characters are different, and Moon Girl's leadership will benefit them all. So it brings into play a whole new aspect, in a sense, where you can start using some of the characters that you really like in a team setup, and you won't suffer by having one or more of the characters getting a damage cut. So this is really good, and I hope they implement more leaderships like this one. So yeah. However, guys, I'm going to honestly say that even with Moon Girl's leadership being so good, her damage is very low. Like, it's extremely low for being a blast character. It's down there with like someone that would be a speed type, which is very sad. She does have a lot of friggin' CC effects in her skills, and she does have two iframes, one being on the air raid and the other on the bubble pop. And as you guys can see, she has a bind on the bubble pop. She has a friggin' 35% chance for the enemy's attack to miss, which is a really powerful debuff for like stuff like Shadowland and PvP stuff. As you guys can see, she gets crit rate increase right here and an all speed debuff. Right here, she gets a stun and she has a silence. So lots of CC effects in her kit. However, guys, the fact that she gets such low damage, 90% of the time you're gonna die with her before you can get much done. And and that's actually really sad, because stuff like Shadowland, the CC is nice, but you're gonna find that she's not as useful in Shadowland for the simple fact that the Devil Dinosaur is a different class than her. Now, you guys may be thinking, well, if it's a different class than her, how does that really affect her? Well, guys, she's a blast type. The Devil Dinosaur is a combat type. So if you put her in a friggin' combat relay or combat rumble, she's gonna do fine damage wise, but the Devil Dinosaur is a combat type as well, and that means that in that specific setup, the Devil Dinosaur is gonna do little to no damage at all. In most cases, when you're going up against a combat stage in Shadowland, if you bring in a combat character, they're going to do 1 damage. So the same effect will be applied to the Devil Dinosaur. So Moon Girl's Devil Dinosaur is going to be completely useless there. And because she doesn't have very high damage, and her CC is really nice, but you're going to find yourself either running out of time or just slowly getting killed, because the Devil Dinosaur is useless and her damage is very low. So yeah, and if you try to do the opposite, so you bring her into a speed stage, she does no damage, the Devil Dinosaur is just gonna get ignored by the friggin' mobs, and they're just gonna come after you. So she's not very useful in Shadowland, which is very sad, because even the worst of characters can be used in Shadowland. So she gets some really big cut right there for me, guys, and with such low damage, you can bet that she's gonna do very poorly in stuff like World Boss and Alliance Battle. So yeah, based on how I've been using her, guys, I have not been getting very much done with her, and most of the time that I get stuff done with her, it takes very, very long, and I have to play her very, very carefully because one misstep, I take some damage. One misstep here again, you take some more damage, and before you know it, you're dead. So yeah. And you don't even want to think about bringing her into PvP because she's just going to get absolutely annihilated. Now, you guys may be thinking maybe my setup is just bad, but I think my setup for her is fairly decent. I even went ahead and put an invincibility obelisk on her, and I still find that I either run out of time with this friggin' Power of Angry Hulk ISO set, making up for the fact that I don't have a damage proc obelisk. All her skills are obviously at 6, and I'm using her own leadership 90% of the time. So just to show you guys that I'm not just talking out my ass, I'm going to take her into the World Boss mode and put her up against Supergiant. And I'm going to go ahead and give her pretty decent strikers just so you guys can see how she does. Even with the strikers, it will take quite some time to finish off Supergiant. So this is going to be your team right here, guys, and let's roll. Okay guys, so since the Devil Dinosaur is pretty much always out, all I do for her is I just kite, squeeze in the skills when I can, and pretty much stay away from the boss. Because I know that she can't really take hits like that. And you guys will see for yourself that the Devil Dinosaur is a big, big part of her damage. So without it, in stuff like Shadowland, is why I said she's not that great. Go away, Black Bolt. And as you guys will see, the Devil Dinosaur dies a lot, but because he draws aggro and keeps the enemies away from you, you can survive for the majority of the fight in World Boss mode. It just comes down to whether or not you have enough damage. But that is not going to be the case for stuff like... Ooh, that was close. For stuff like Shadowland. Wrong, girl. Damn it. Damn you. Go away, Black Bolt. So we lost him a second time, but it's all good. He's doing good. He's doing good. Woo. That dodge to the rescue though. That dodge to the rescue though. Does Moon Girl have some guaranteed dodge at tier 1? Damn. Nah, I'm playing. Do your thing, Devil Dinosaur. Woo! And as you guys saw, just one sweep by Black Bolt, and I was pretty much almost dead. So we still got it. We still got it. But based on how I play her, guys, maybe I'm just a scrub. Maybe you guys can do better. I don't see much coming out of her. But if you guys can do way better than this, and you guys can make her work in a lot of different game modes, please share with us in the comments how you do it, because that's what this channel is all about. It's all about sharing information and helping all of us become better players. And that's all for this one, guys. Like always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. And I'm gone.